Okay. So these are... Oh, I need chemical plants. That was the problem. I could easily increase this just by having more chemical plants, but I don't know if I can make them. Okay, I can make 18. It's not bad. We can get some more at the least, or at the very least. Yeah, so there's a couple of these veins on this planet. Yeah, these things are awesome. There's a load of them as well. Wait, no, so there's 5.2 million on this planet. That's that, right? That's 2.5, 3.5, 4. Yeah, that's this. 5.2 million right over here. I should be able to just increase the amount of chemical facilities I have. And that will probably already give me significantly more income. I'm already getting optical grading, or optical crystal from another planet. I can be making those big-ass miners, the top-tier miners. But I haven't yet. Oh, I actually had a lot of chemical plants in my backpack, too. I didn't even know. Okay. I don't know how many I need, but... The mega miners are pog. Dude, people are so excited for the mega miners. I don't even understand why. They can't be that exciting, but I will make some. I will make some. Okay. People have been hyping me up for those stupid mega miners for multiple live streams now. It saves so much time. How does it save time? You just put up a couple of miners. It doesn't seem that big of a deal, but... Oh, I don't have enough Tesla towers? Alright. That'll do. Okay, so the production on this planet should go up quite a bit. Yeah, that should go up quite a bit. The spiniform... No, organic crystal is the other thing we're getting over here. I don't know if I have enough organic crystal. I'm fairly certain I do. Organic crystal. Oh no, my consumption of it is actually higher than my production. I think I have quite a few of them though, but I might want to set up a production for that over here too. What? Okay, I think we're fine. Yeah, I think we're okay. Lowko, turn the lights on. It's too dark. It's called night. How am I powering my outposts? For the most part, I have... Well, this one is, I think, a lot of wind. But the other outposts are mostly solar panels. I have solar panels around the equator, which seems to do the trick. Okay, go back home. I'll set up some mega miner production if I can, guys. It's not really my top priority. I was thinking the Dyson Sphere, but... What is the opener for Zork versus Terran? Depends on what you're trying to do. Standard opener is 16 hatch, 18 gas, 17 pool. Mine 60 gas, pull true drones out of gas. One drone goes to the net, other drone goes to the third base. Double queen at pool, 4 zerglings at pool. Third base goes down. 27 supply overlord. 26. And then win. That's the opener anyways. Easy. ZVT doesn't have a super strict opener, it seems, though. How do you like this game so far? I fucking love this game, man. I've been playing this game for over 100 hours now in total. It's really good. Highly recommend it. Okay, this production over here is good as well. Okay, so I guess we'll start up the production of the Dyson Sphere rockets, just so we have a whole load of them. If I'm not mistaken, I'm already shipping them off towards the Donny Vermilion planet. But it's okay. You've been watching my old Dyson Sphere videos? Nice. Oh, I really need some more ships. Yikes. Can I have some of those beams, please? Beams. Okay, good. So over here, what I want to be producing is the Dyson Sphere rockets themselves. These things, the small carrier rockets. They're made in an assembler. Pretty basic. We're gonna go through some of our most precious resources, though, pretty easily now. So. What's going on, Echo Soldier?
Lowko, how are you?
I'm doing good, dude.
I hope all is well. 4 days until I move. Let's go.
Let's go! Thank you, dude. Welcome back. Okay. Ba-ba-ba-da-do. Oh, wait. No, it's fine. So we want to be producing the small carrier rockets right over here. Small carrier rockets. Did you guys already bring those over? Come on, minions. Bring me the Dyson Sphere components. Bring me all of it. Okay, this will do. Pew. Okay. What? That's weird. Does tap actually change that too? Oh my god, it does. I didn't realize that tap would actually change that over here as well. Interesting. They have made a lot of quality of life improvements in this game, man. Pretty nice. Okay, guys. We're making our small carrier drones. Which is pretty nice. All right. So if I'm not mistaken, these are already going to be sent off to the other planet. If I set everything up correctly anyways. I don't know if I did, but I did set them up in such a way that they won't start firing into the air until we actually see it. I mean, at this point, there's no Dyson Sphere for them to fire at anyways, but... Yeah, this is gonna go through my resources really quickly. There's gonna be, like, these 3 things right over there are gonna be an insane bottleneck. Is there anything in the game that's bugging me? Things like a search filter. I would like to have items stack more in the inventory. There's like little things that bother me. But I'm a bit of a hoarder. I'm carrying around a load of junk in my backpack. I kind of wish I would never run out of inventory space at this stage in the game. Also, I sometimes don't see the item I'm looking for. I think the final tier items in this game, the colors are too similar. So, plane filter is the same color as the quantum chip, as the small carrier rocket, as like the titanium glass and all that shit. It's all this light blue, which looks cool and stuff, but it's a little... But it's very minor things, man. Like, the game is very good. I'm feeling pretty spherical today, J-Holes. Yeah, thank you for asking, man. It would, for example, be really cool that whenever you, like, hover over an item, say I, like, click on this thing, that it would instantly highlight the 3 items that I have over here in my backpack, or, like, base resources or something like that, you know? Like, little refinements like that would be really sweet. But honestly, at that point in the game, you also kind of know what most things are and how they work. So it's mostly just small things. But yeah, the game is really good. Don't really have anything in particular that I'm missing out on right now. I don't plan on setting up a mall, no. Maybe at some point I will. So my production once again is halted over here. Yeah, more music. More music would be nice. I think the music in this game is good, but it's too present. It probably needs to be a little bit more chill. That would probably be an improvement. The Dyson Sphere is going to be quite the project, though. We're not going to be able to finish that very easily. The quantum chip production is right over here, right? Yes. I think I'm actually gonna run a conveyor belt right over here to where I'm actually producing the quantum chips. So that thing gets priority over the Dyson Sphere production. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. This is gonna be a little bit of spaghetti, guys, but... I think it's a good idea, because otherwise my Dyson Sphere production is gonna eat all of the quantum chips. And I don't want that. I want to have green production first. Okay, so there's a maximum of 500 that can be stored over there. There's a maximum of 1 row in a chest at the end of this conveyor belt that can be stored over there. Now, it's still several thousand green blocks, so it's gonna take a while. So I think our best bet is probably fixing the production on this again. So plane filters are still the bottleneck. Why are plane filters not producing fast enough? Oh, they are. They're all producing. Look at that. Okay, so we have indeed increased the production on most of this stuff significantly. Ha! Nice. The entire conveyor belt right there is full, which is amazing. I'm out of space. Yeah, I've run out of belt right here. I could set up proliferators. I have never messed around with proliferators yet. I heard they're very good, though. Yeah, it's gonna be annoying to set up, and it's gonna look really bad too, right? No, it's not so much the problem that the assemblers can't handle it. It's the problem that I don't have enough assemblers. So I could just increase the amount of assemblers or create like another row for it. Actually, no, the problem here is the assembler line. You're actually right. So the ones over here in the back... No. Actually, no. It's fine. It is. I was looking at the wrong line right there. Processors. Yeah, I'm running low on everything over here. Processors are also not in as big a number as I would like them to be, though. Processor production's right over here. I will increase that right away. Okay. We'll extend that all the way. This isn't fixing my plane filter problem, but this way I don't have to address my issues. Oh shit. No! Control plus Z would be nice. Okay. Oh, dude, we actually built things with expendability in mind. Can you believe it? Lowko in the past would be so proud of me. Oh, do I not have enough sorters? Oh, I don't have enough sorters. Well, that's a shame. Look how far I've come, yeah. I need sorters. Where are they? Also, I would like there to be stronger lights on every single one of those facilities. It would be really nice if all my conveyor belts would have like some sort of lights in there. I actually don't think the game is bright enough. I think it's a bit too dark. Maybe I'm just a zoomer though. That'd be less efficient, Lowko. I think it's a bit too dark at night, yeah. But maybe it's not so much the light that's the issue, it's just that it's... I don't know, it would look nicer if you, I don't know, put down light posts or something. Or maybe we could set up, like, strong lights in every single one of the Tesla towers. That would be nice. Okay, that should give us a little bit more. They've come a very long way, though, compared to where the game was at initially. Let's go down Jetro. Okay. That should give me a bit more production. Lowko, what's your opinion on steering the robot? Does it add to the game? I'm mostly a bodiless cursor, yes. I don't think the character really adds to the game much. But it doesn't bother me. It's nice when you're going around the world and stuff. You can build power poles between the constructors? Can you really? So I'm definitely not gonna have enough conveyor belt over here for some of these machines. Nah. But it'll be fine for now. I'm not really too bothered by it. Alright. I'm expecting to see a lot more processors here on the belt going forward. If there's a backlog there, we should be okay. All right. The research. It's coming in. Something's happening. I don't know when it's going to be done, but in about 10 minutes. Nice haircut. Oh, what's going on? I'm growing antennae, Art Nipper. I'm like a bug. I'm slowly becoming a Zerg. We did it. Fixed it. I always wanted to be a bug. Alright, people have been hyping me up for the mega miners in this game. Mega miners, advanced mining machine. Jeez, dude. These are fucking expensive as hell. How many do I make? I don't know if I want to set up automated production for that. That seems incredibly expensive. No, I've not built one yet, but people have been hyping me up for these things for a while. They're so awesome. How can a mining machine be that awesome? I really need to find out. I will make a bunch. Oh, you can only stack these up to a couple times. Okay. I didn't realize these stacked up to 50. It's life-changing? Yeah. That's at least if I have to believe Twitch chat. And I believe Twitch chat. 100%. Have you guys ever liked? After this, there's no going back to old miners anymore? Oh, no. Twitch chat has never been wrong. This is true. Okay, I'll make a whole load of them. I'm gonna need them eventually anyways, right? Like, we're gonna have to go to other planets and harvest. Quantum chips. Okay, I am carrying 92 of those. That's plenty. Got about 380 of those. I do need more of those, but I don't know if they're gonna come. I don't think they're gonna come. Alright. Well, actually, I can... It's fine. That'll be enough for a bunch of planets.
New subscriber detected.
Let's go on walk step by step. Thank you very much. Alright. That's a good amount. That will last me a little while. Anything else I really need to be trying out? I know that these are supposedly also very good, but I don't know if they're really worth it. I know they're twice as fast as the arc smelter. But at this point, I don't think I'm really bothered by the arc smelter. Like, arc smelter is fine. This one takes way more electricity to run as well. I don't think I care. I think I'm just gonna keep running the... Yeah, I don't really need it, right? Even though they're gonna be better, but maybe at some point I'll care. Same for these over here. Again, you need quantum chips, which are gonna be easy to produce, I guess, once you have a Dyson Sphere, but at this point it's just not ideal. Hey, thank you, Walk. Alright, guys. I'm getting the big boy mining machines in my backpack. May as well keep making them until I run out of one other resource. If I'm standing right next to this thing right over here. Alright. Alright, guys. Get the Lowpoks ready. Sure, get the Lowpoks ready. I'll put down one right over here. Oh, it's huge. No. You're getting too excited, Zeradar. Premature pog. Oh, okay. Ha! Premature PogChamp is nothing to be ashamed of. It happens to us all. It's okay, dude. Am I? What the fuck? Oh, these are not connected to the rest of the grid. Oh, thank God. I was getting concerned. I was gonna say 17% efficiency? That's really bad. Is that gonna reach? Ay. Okay, that'll do. Ah, that's how they work. Okay, that is pretty cool. Lowko, delete the belt. Oh, shit. Why would I delete the belt, though? Does it still need output? Or the drones can pick it up? Really? Oh. So wait, I can just go to another planet, yeet drones into these towers, put down a couple of mega miners, make sure they have power, and that's it? I don't even need a belt? Oh. I kind of like building the... But I see the advantage, yeah. Yeah, I'm assuming, like, there's no way this is only, or this is also remote supply. Ah, cool. Oh, you can make belts into them. Oh, gotcha, okay. Oh, that actually takes care of a lot of the spaghettiing, I guess. That's actually a good point. That does leave more space for nature. Alright, assembling machine over here now indeed has plenty of processors. My bottleneck here is, yeah, the plane filters. That is a bit annoying. Hey, nice. Was that it? Hey, that was it. Okay. Dyson. Yes. Save. Guys, I think we should be able to start up the blueprint for the Dyson Sphere. Does that look cool? I have no idea. I think that's gonna look pretty cool, but This is, like, pretty much the only thing we can set up to. I mean, it's much better than what I could make. I think it's gonna look pretty sick, right? Are we gonna settle on this?
New subscriber detected.
Is this game about what would happen if the Marines gave stim packs to the SCVs?
Thank you very much, Waffle Short. Thank you for the 9 months. It's gonna take 200 hours? You think it's gonna be that much? Okay, maybe I should look for a simpler one. That's a huge sphere. It's not the sphere that matters. Can I search small Dyson Sphere? No. Can't even find it, bro. That's how small it is. Yeah, isn't it mostly empty space now? Maybe I'm crazy. Simple no, dude. No. I could make my own. Small ball. Yeah, it is a very large radius, that's true. I don't know if we're ever gonna finish it though, if it's too big, guys. I would like to finish it. Cost efficient, optimized sphere design. That's very simple. I'm gonna just load this thing in real quick. Wait, can I load it in? Do I have to... Okay. Okay, hold up. I'm gonna just load. Yes, please, Godris. Like, I am looking for a good Dyson Sphere blueprint. If you have one suggestion, I am 100% interested in it. What's going on, Echo? Yeah, that's a bit much, bro. That is 2,696 ones? I don't... How many notes is this? Yeah, this is gonna take a long time. That's true. Cost efficiency, optimized sphere design. Recreated part of the Dyson Sphere design and construction guide on Steam. Should we go with a boring one, guys? I think I might just go with a boring one. I know it's not going to be as exciting, but I think Hartnepper is bringing a very good point. This is going to take hundreds of hours, probably. Maybe 100 hours. Yeah, these are hexagons. That's a good point. Hexagons are never boring. Lowko, go with this one. I mean, this one is even boringer. That's not even a word, but... That's lame as hell. No, I can't do that one. This one at least has some, you know... Hexagons are the bestagons, that's true. Yeah, someone manually built this in the game. That looks incredible, but also very elaborate. Maybe it's script generated? Could be. Okay, hold up. Let's see the most popular ones in general, or the most used ones. Whoa. So this one gives 47.6 gigawatt. This one was 8. That looks amazing, but like... This thing is absolutely huge. The one that I just looked at is 9, though. 9 is also huge. There's also other games to play, right, guys? I could spend the next 200 hours making the most elaborate sphere ever. I mean, we can always make a second sphere. If I ever really feel like it, we could make another one, too. Playing other games is for casuals, Lowko. That's true. CPU friendly. I like how this guy specifies that it's CPU friendly. I did not consider that part. Ooh. Hexagons. It's not a fungus, but it's also not a honeycomb. But how big is this? It's kind of hard to say. What? Why does it not work? Am I dumb? I didn't need to do that. Ah. Ooh, that looks pretty cool. I think I'm gonna go with something like this. This is only 24,000. That's pretty doable. I think that's more reasonable than the one that I just looked at, but it's got a huge amount of structure points. Oh no, it's... Oh yeah, it does have 66,000 structure points. So I guess this in total is going to be about 90,000 sails? Or 90,000 rockets? Am I reading that correctly? I'm not exactly sure. This is like 10 times my 30 terawatt sphere. Oh, structures equals rockets. Cells equals sails. Gotcha. How long do you reckon this is gonna take? I have no idea. If I could try this one out, though. Leave the game running overnight. No, I don't want to do that. This one is... Dude, that is way more cell points, though. Cells are the cheap ones. This is 500,000, though. 500,000 cell points seems like a lot. Yeah, it's because it's way bigger. So the main resource I need to look at is the structure points. I'm not really caring too much about a super efficient sphere, though. I don't really care too much about that. My last sphere was 144,000 rockets and 8 million sails. Does it matter at what layer I paste this in? I don't think so, right? Okay, I think we're gonna go with a pretty boring design, guys. Yeah, these are all very cool. They look really nice. But maybe they're more like a second Dyson Sphere kind of thing. You can make the layer smaller before pasting it? Doesn't it like have that part of the blueprint though? I don't think I can, oh, what? Oh. So this thing... 96 and 140k. I think this is probably good. And now we will still, like, we'll still see our solar... We will still see our solar sails. There you go. As well. Yeah. Does this one even get the Hartnepper seal of approval? This seems more reasonable, guys. Also more boring. But, it gets the... Okay, it gets the Hartnepper seal of approval. It does have hexagons on it. That's true. It's cute. Did you just call my Dyson Sphere cute? Okay. Yeah, the sails may get eaten, but that just means I have to increase the amount of sail production. Okay. That's the one, guys. We can watch the CGP Grey video on why hexagons are the bestagons again. A little baby ball. Bit more boring, but much more reasonable. So for this thing, I need 9,600 structure points. So 9,600 of these rockets. Alright. I've got quite a few of them already. The bottleneck here is the deuterium fuel rod production. Which is not too surprising. This is probably not running too well anyways. Oh, you know what? It's not running poor. No, it's not even running terribly. Kind of expected this to be running far more inefficiently than it is. I don't even know what we're using this for. Is it important? It's probably important. But I need the space right now. Right, we're doing a lot of production over here. So how would I bring the conveyor belts? Like, how would I get the input, though, if I go for, the coal mining over here? How do I get the input for it? Like, if I want to use one of those long-distance ones. You put a tower right next to it? Right, okay. So everything is just tower-based at that point. Yeah, okay. So everything has to be done with a logistics tower at that point. Okay. I don't think he noticed. Sorry, what did I not notice? That corner? Oh, I was looking away. Oh, okay. Thank you. I just can't keep my eyes off of you, okay? Just don't... So this is another thing that I think that could improve on. Someone was asking what can they improve on. I think it was Watopia. The direction of which the belts are going, especially when something dark is on them, is kind of hard to see. But it's like, my complaints on this game are all very minor. It's an excellent game. Arrows would be helpful, yeah. I don't know how to do it in Factorio anymore, but... basically what they do in Factorio, sure. Go with that. You made a planet just for quantum chips? Yeah, so I don't know. I don't really enjoy the idea of making a massive sphere and then needing to scale up a planet worth of quantum production. That doesn't seem very enjoyable. But to each their own, I guess. I don't know, dedicating a full planets just for one item? I guess once you've got it up and running, it's going to be pretty fun. But how much power are you... That belt is backwards. No, it's not. Is it? Oh. Thank you for noticing. Man, I'm derping. You have an entire solar system of 3 to 5 planets dedicated to one process? Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, I know some people will love that, but... Macro is a little too big there for me, I guess. I'm gonna need way more of these, by the way. Oh. It was on top of the other one. I didn't even notice. This would also be a little bit nicer if I could position it a little bit more cleanly. Because now there's going to be space in between. And I don't know if that's needed. I feel like it can go one square to the left, but I can't do it. Okay, we'll just go with that. What? Yeah, I don't know why this is a little confusing. Why is it snappy? It doesn't need to be snapping. I think it's because one of the sorters right there was included in the shenanigans. Yeah, look, there's one sorter that's like... Okay, well, fuck it. I'm just gonna do it manually. Because you're building on tropic lines? I mean, it's using the same lines, though. It's on the same, height. Latitude, longitude, whatever. Yeah, the blueprints are still a little wonky. But I'm sure they know that. Oh, they were worse? Okay. Yeah, so I only picked up the game again recently, right? So I don't know how they were. But it's good to know then that they have been making improvements. Did I do it the right direction this time? I think I did, right? Yes. So when you have an entire solar system dedicated to production of quantum chip, right? Or quantum chips. How much power are you even generating, and what are you using it for? There's no way you can handle that many... You don't need that much power, do you? Maybe I'm crazy, but that seems a little insane. Maybe it's not so much about that anymore. The photon generation takes a lot of power? Okay. You use antimatter fuel rods to power everything? Nice. Just build a Dyson Sphere on that planet too? Yeah. Okay. I have already built a bunch of these. I probably will need more. Why are none of you guys producing? Okay, carbon nanotubes is something we're gonna have to fix. I probably want to go ahead and build another one on another planet. Another one of those facilities. A Dyson Sphere around a black hole. That doesn't do jack shit, does it? It's just for the flex? Oh, okay.
New subscriber detected.
Thank you, Arcane. You can, yeah, you can get your Hawking radiation in. There you go. Thank you, Arcanianer, or Arcanianer. Thank you very much.
Prime subscription.
And thank you, Matrix, for the 56.